Hello, beautiful kindred souls, and welcome to my crafting corner. It's Key, and we are working on the topper that's going to go on the cover for the Serene Day Garden Ultimate Envelope Folio project. Again, the basis for this project was from another video that Treasure Books is the YouTube channel. She had a video with that title, the Ultimate Envelope Folio. And so that's where my project was inspired by, but I made a lot of changes and edits and alterations to my project. So I would recommend you go watch her video because it is a little bit more streamlined and less fussy. Of course, I had to make it all fussy and extra. So there's that. Today we're working on the topper. The shell is, in our last video, I collaged napkin, this beautiful like botanical rose napkin onto it, and it's drying and stuff right now off camera. So we're gonna work on the topper. Hopefully by the end of the topper creation, I'll be able to pull it over here and kind of finish things off. I kind of have an idea what I wanted to do. So I wanted to use one of these images. This is in, I believe this is in the ephemera listing. The Serene Day Garden is a digital collection on Etsy. Check it out to see what digitals are in each listing. And I want to say this one is from the add-on ephemera listing for that collection. I think we're gonna do this lady down here. She just looks so happy. She's in this garden. It's just vibrant. All these images are obviously beautiful, and they will end up in the kit, not the kit, they will end up in some project, whether it's this one or a future one, because they're so stinking cute. Okay. So I just backed this sheet onto brown paper bag, as I usually do, to give it a little bit of support, because I do print on copy paper. I like the versatility that copy paper gives you. I do like, sometimes I need thinner pages, sometimes I need heavier pages, and if I need heavier pages, I just back it. So it works out. It's all good. All right, so I'm just going to, so I cut her out. I am going to ink around her. I am using fossilized amber, and I've been using these two pretty hard for this project. Picked raspberry. So these two colors, and it's really pretty because when they blend together, they make a little orange in their intersections. So it's been really wonderful working with these. So I just kind of pick a zone for the yellow. And then the picked raspberry. It's very, obviously, much darker than the fossilized amber. And the zones where they cross, they make a really pretty orange color. So I've been living my best life with these two oxides. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that. So I found this doily that was partially used. So I think we might use this just to get a little texture. I don't think we're gonna go too hard in the paint. I really need the cover to see like how big this might want to be. But that's gonna be like that. The other side, I might put some fabric or something, you know, just to get some texture, to get some, probably have this come around. I don't even know if that was on camera. It's okay, it doesn't matter, because I'm just figuring out what I would like to do. This maybe comes around here like that. And I do know that I want a topper. Or I'm sorry, I'm making the topper. I do know that I want a cluster. That's what I was trying to say. It's fine. Words are all thing. So these are just neutral clusters that I made a while back. I was just on a cluster kick, and so I made these a while back. And this is a wonderful opportunity to use one of these and then just use something that's of the color palette of my project to add that element in, to pull it in. I really like this one right here. So I think that's the one, and it's gonna go around the bottom. And, oh, I'm just thinking. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna add, so I just pulled a couple of things that I ran into. So these pretty flowers, so I don't know if I want to use one of these pretty flowers or a butterfly, which I can punch out of really any paper. We'll decide that. Let me check on the cover. I think the cover is probably ready for us to pull in. Lifting heavy things off of it. Okay. Here we go. So this is, I can figure out the direction that it goes. So this is actually how it turned out, which I think looks really nice. I love that. Now, again, if you don't like the textured wrinkly bits, because wrinkly bits happen when you collage napkin and stuff like that, this is kind of a normal part of the process. You can take a nail file. I have one here. And I would say pick a smoother grain and very lightly go over. If you go in too hard, too fast, you can rip it. So you just want to like do that. I personally don't mind that crunchy feeling. It kind of brings me joy. So I don't mind it. I'm gonna leave it. But that's what you would do. And take your time. You don't want to ruin, obviously wait until it's completely dry, first of all, and then take your time. Okay. All right, so now that I have this in front of me, I can see how big it is. Cool. Well, I know, let's see. This is gonna be kind of like that, right? I don't want it to be that wide, so we're definitely gonna pull that in. I'm not entirely certain, because if we just have a little of this around the edge, and maybe it comes around the side here. It's not gonna be this thick though. I'm just gonna, you know me, figuring it out on the way. Let's see, let me, this is just cheesecloth, by the way. I bought a bunch of it very cheap online. It's gonna last me a very, 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 very long time. It's a really good way of adding texture for a relatively low cost. You know, like that. That's kind of what I was thinking. And like maybe if we pull it up, we can like raggedy it up too, because at some point we're gonna have to cut that off. So I think I'm gonna actually just start gluing things down, which we can use. I'm just gonna commit to it. Just committing. My indecisive prerogative to just commit. Actually, is my camera right? It is. Okay. You know, I have been known to be talking and the camera be all crazy, so. All right, get that out of the way. Probably should have had something under this. Something under this. Just to keep glue from getting everywhere. It likes to do that sometimes. Okay. like that maybe. And then this, I'm just gonna cut that like that. That's a little nibbly bit, scrappy bit that can be used at some other point. And then we're gonna do the cheesecloth. We can always fray the cheesecloth if we need to, because I wanted it to be kind of around there. Might do a little extra back here. Let's see. And it doesn't have to be, you know, like a straight, perfect thing. You can kind of, probably should have done it the other direction, like that way, instead of that way. And crunch it up. Hope I'm on camera. Sometimes I get so into it that I end up not doing what I intend. Yeah, I should have just put my glue down. That would have been the intellectually sound thing to do. You can always like raggedy up the ends, so it is leaking out the top, so I'm gonna cap it. I got some glue there, so I can just start adding in some places to like Obviously I didn't look at this from the front view, so I'm just guessing that that's okay. Yeah, that was good. This is a little wild up here, so we'll get rid of some of this. Don't throw any of this out because you can use it for clusters and stuff. Even the little tiny raggedy bits and stuff like that look really nice in a cluster. I mean, obviously you could throw it out if you want, but you don't have to. Everything's sticky to me now. Alrighty, let's see how. Let me get this out of the way because it's sticky. And then we're gonna have our cluster down at the bottom. So I'm just gonna pull that out of here. And I made these using a method from Artie Maze. Slide that bad boy back in there. And I had some on the other side too, some neutral. They're a little bit bigger, and you know, it's like I feel like I want to use this one, but that might change. And I'm okay if it does. I guess I'm wondering if it needs to be bigger. Might need to be bigger. Might need to be one of these. Oh, she's thinking. I actually think now that I'm gonna take this one. Yeah, I think that'll age better. Maybe. Okay, I'm just gonna stick that dude back in there. everything's sticking together because blue is a situation. So there you go. And I can, if this doesn't go in, then I will do that later. Some other point, something just fell off of something. That's not a good thing. All right, that's that. Okay. Okay, and so I still have to put some accent pieces. So I kind of think I want this here. And I'm wondering if there wants to be something on that corner. There's already a butterfly down here. I feel like one of these up here makes sense. I think it'd be too big down here. So let me I think I'm just going to, let me see. Now we already have a lot of yellow. I think we're gonna go with a pink one. I ripped something off of that. I think, is like that too rosy? That might be too rosy. Maybe this one. It's got a little yellow in the center as well. So that could look nice. I am gonna use a little cheesecloth just to get some texture behind it. And then this feels like it wants something as well, but I don't know what it wants yet. Nah, because it'll cover up that little raggedy edge. I'm wondering if it wants maybe to be that, something there, or if we want to see it come down, that's there. Still feels like it wants something at the end. I don't know. We're just gonna glue down the stuff that I have, and I'm just trusting that I should not be gluing it on top of the final medium, by the way. That's not a good idea. Don't do that. That's how you get glue where you don't want it. Okay. And then we'll just add some glue on this doily. I would like to like glue it down pretty good because as a folio, oftentimes folios are items that travel and move about. So I think we want to try to glue this down really well. Trying to get the tips of the little scallops. Okay, well, that's nice. She's so happy. Just brings me joy. All right, let's get some. Okay, so this is gonna be here, right? How, okay. Something maybe like that. Let's just do something. I forgot to cap that, didn't I? Yes, I did. I'm gonna do that now because it's leaking. And you can take the there's some what do you call it? The like puffy tape to give it some height. Oh, you know what I might do? I'm gonna glue this down and then I'm gonna see if I can remember where I put what I'm thinking about. I know where it should be. Whether or not I put it there is a whole nother conversation. All right, so that is gonna dry, and I am gonna see, oh man, I gotta be putting stuff on top of stuff, finding stuff. All right, easy here. Yay. All right. This is what I was thinking. It's like maybe we can put a few of these here. Like 2 maybe? What do you think? What do you think? Argue with me down in the comments. 2 or 3? For that, maybe we can put 1 here or something. Let's do it. Let's just do it. And you can scream at me in the comments. It's fine. I'm okay with that. What did I say? 2? 2. Let's do 2. I think 2 is okay. Okay. Yes, deep concentration. I can't do that. Keep my tongue in my mouth and glue. It just doesn't work. Ah. Okay. I'm acting out. You know I'm acting out. You know it. Okay. I think try to do that. Here we go. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so the very last thing, should this be here too? Should we? I don't hate it, but I don't know. The last thing is some folks call it bling. It's not a bad description. But to me, this just like turns something great, which I think what we have is great. Looks nice. I'm happy. But it just like makes it punch that much more. I think I'm gonna put one in the center of this flower, just a clear one. So let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, that's a lot of glue. Yeah. And then okay, all right. Getting my fingers to cooperate is apparently a whole different discussion. Yeah, I have glue everywhere. This isn't okay. This is not okay. All right, just put that there, right in there. Looks nice. Okay. And then I think I want to do something for the body of this. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little butterfly here. It's in a neutral tone, so it's kind of hard to see, which is okay. I think I'm going to do something for its body, though. I think I'm just going to add a yellow teardrop for its body. And stuck under my nail. It's a whole situation. Do I want to add a head? Should I add a head? You're right, I should add a head, right? Do we do it the same color? Should we stick with yellow? Body's kind of crooked. The head's off to the side. This butterfly's been through some things. Okay, I think that's cute. And that's cute. Okay. What do you think? I love it. Okay, I'm sure this video is long enough. We have our topper. Our cover, I am saying, is done. I'm calling it done. I might ink around a little bit. But it's done. I think it's good. Here's the back. I need to add this back in. I need to put the closure back together. So I am going to reassemble Humpty Dumpty because I took all the stuff out right to do this. So I'm going to reassemble her, and then the next time you see her, she is going to be the flip through. It's going to be the flip through video. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Click a like, subscribe if we're not already connected here. If you're not an email subscriber, do consider signing up for my email list. You get free ephemera sent to your inbox every single week, as well as exclusive discounts on my Etsy shop. And right away for signing up, you get access to the Forest Falls mini kit, which I have a whole playlist here on YouTube that's dedicated to that little mini kit. And we're going to pull together a pretty awesome project. I'm excited. I'm still working on things, but it's pretty exciting. So join me there as well. I think I might add a few more things up here. I don't know. This is my goodbye. I said goodbye and then I'm trying to change things. Again, thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to seeing you in an upcoming video. Bye.